Hi, my name is Teja. I'm a London-based photographer and filmmaker, and I create engaging and dynamic content for brands and the internet. Today, I'll give you an insight into the behind the scenes of how I shot my first short film, Trust Your Choices, with the help of using Sony's microphones. When I first got my hands on the Sony A7S, B10, G1 and W2BT, I was really intrigued by how compact and small they are, so I was really excited to test them out. Once we had the script and the mood board in place, it was time to start filming. Throughout the film, we have Gareth embarking on a journey, finding his true creative self through travel, running and creating. We decided to film most of this video in Slovenia because of its diverse range of landscapes and weather conditions. The video comes full circle, starting and ending in London. With the help of Gareth's mom, Mary, we added a unique touch by using a voice note conversation instead of a traditional voiceover, using the A7S W2BT microphone. While we were filming the car scene, I used A7S B10 microphone's super directional Pika pattern to only capture the audio coming from the front of the camera. I also utilized this as well as the noise cancellation feature during our shoot at Nanos when capturing smooth shots of Gareth running from the trunk of the car. Before we continue, I just want to give a huge shout out to Kristjan as he filmed the BTS footage using the Sony A7S III on the project and made it possible for me to create this breakdown. Although Piran wasn't originally on our list of filming locations, it's a town that holds a special place in my heart as I've been going there since I was born. And I knew we couldn't live without capturing a few shots here using the omnidirectional feature to get the sounds of seaside sound like seagulls, water and boats. During the filming of a coffee making scene, we used the haze machine to create a unique aesthetic, and the compact size, literally 5 centimeters, and cable-free connection of the A7S G1 microphone was incredibly helpful, especially for the sync scene when we used plexiglass, a transparent plastic that protects the camera while remaining invisible when placed on the lens. Just remember, if you're thinking of doing a scene like this, make sure to place the camera on a plate or a cup to allow the water to flow down the drain. Keep in mind that not always things go as planned. That was definitely the case when we borrowed the vintage bike pony to capture its sounds. We literally noticed a puncture just as we started filming, which meant that we couldn't really get the most out of it, but as you saw in the video, even just cycling on a smooth ground, the A7S B10 mic was still able to pick up some amazing sounds. I used the new Sony 70-200 2.8 GM lens, which is almost 30% lighter than the older model. And let me tell you, after shooting quite a few takes of the skateboard scene, the lightness of the lens was super handy. To create a seamless transition, we filmed Gareth running, cycling and walking through the scene using a continuous focal length of 16mm. To maintain consistency, we ensured that he was always at the same distance from the camera.
Now we need to measure basically 4 steps, which is gonna be somewhere here, and we can maybe do like 3 takes of you going here, here and then like here.
And we use grid lines to make sure his head was always at the same height. Oh, and having a decent tripod definitely helps, especially if you're shooting in windy conditions. But editing was key to making sure everything matched perfectly, including adjusting the speed of the clips and playing with motion. To wrap up the video, I decided to try something new, a slow motion lip sync. First, we recorded the voiceover and played it back at 130% speed while filming at 50 frames per second. Then, Gareth lip synced to the sped up version, and in post-production I slowed down the voiceover to normal speed and the clip to about 70% to match it. It took some tweaking, but I found this method works best. All the footage on this project has been shot using the Sony A7S III paired with 16-35 2.8 and 24-70 2.8 lens. This combination provided us with the flexibility we needed to shoot from different angles and distances. Now, this short film wouldn't be what it is without the incredible talents of Jan and Pika, who elevated the audio and graphics to the next level. And special thanks to Gareth, who wrote the script, co-directed and starred in the video, truly bringing the story to life. And lastly, huge thanks to all my friends who played a massive role in making sure everything ran smoothly, and with their help I was able to focus on creating the most engaging visual story. Thank you so much for watching this BTS. I hope you enjoyed this insight into the creation of this piece, and if you haven't already, be sure to check out the short film Trust Your Choices and let me know what you think.